Hello everyone, my name is Sam Malden and I will be your mediator for today. Your name is? And yours? Welcome and thank you for coming. My job today is to make sure our dispute is handled fairly and in an adult manner. My job is to remain neutral, and that if you feel I'm not neutral, you need to inform me so I may change my mindset. Our time today is 1 hour. If we need more, we can ask for it. I can only make recommendations, and this is completely voluntary. The mediation process, or cooperative coaching as I like to call it, involves 4 main steps. Each party will discuss his or her issue, and the party that has brought the complaint will start first. After each party finishes, we will work up an agreement on the issues at hand. Following this, once we have figured out where the issues come from, we will generate possible solutions for the issue. Once we have done this, we will filter through the possible solutions, and y'all will sign a final draft stating that you have agreed and this is a fair and wholesome mediation. Remember that all information discussed is private and will remain in this room. Here are 2 pieces of paper so that you may not interrupt each other and may take notes if you find something is incorrect. I'm now going to read over a consent form. Both of you must agree and sign this consent form for us to continue. If you do not, we will terminate this mediation process. Number 1, mediation rules. CMP will administer the mediation in accordance with his mediation rules. All parties recognize that mediation is voluntary and that the mediator is not a judge and no authority to force settlement upon parties. Parties may voluntarily agree in writing to a settlement they consider fair and in the best interest of both parties. Number 2, the mediator. Parties agree the CMP will select a mediator in accordance with CMP's rules. Parties recognize that the mediator will be an employee, student of WCU, or the CMP. Their fee for this will be no charge. Consultation with attorneys. Parties recognize that the mediator is not given legal counsel or analyzing anyone's legal rights. If parties believe it is their best interest, they may seek legal representation. Number 5, private sessions. These are called caucuses. The mediator may hold brief sessions with only one party. These private sessions are intended to prove the mediator's understanding of the party's position. Information gained in a caucus is confidential unless the party agrees to have it brought in during the joint session. You may ask for a caucus at any time you feel the need to. Number 6, the parties recognize that mediation is confidential and the settlement negotiations and any actions taken in this mediation process are admissible in any litigation of their dispute. To the maximum extent allowed by law, the parties specifically agree they will not subpoena, depose, or otherwise attempt to require the mediator to testify or produce records, notes, or work in any future proceedings. There are expectations to the confidentiality rule. The following must be reported: a child or elder abuse, punished for future crimes involving seriously bodily harm or death, a second offense of a previously mediated dispute which will be referred to the Department of Student Judicial Affairs. D, crimes or alleged violations of the Code of Student Conduct committed during the mediation. And E, past crimes that must be reported on the clear report, the exemption of alcohol or drug use, theft of property less than $250, and battery with no injury. Number 7, failure to reach an agreement. Parties recognize that the mediator's role is to facilitate communication between the parties. The CMP is not responsible for the failure of parties to reach an agreement. Parties understand that if they do not reach an agreement in a case referred to the CMP by the DSJA, then the case will be referred back to the DSJA. Number 8, other proceedings. Parties agree they will not request the campus mediation program mediators, volunteers, staff, or employees to testify in any subsequent hearings or court proceedings. Number 9, failure to follow through on any agreement reached during mediation. Parties understand that if they do not follow through on an agreement reached during mediation, the case will be referred back to the DSJA. Number 10, partial invalidity. In the event that any provision of the agreement is invalid, the parties agree that all remaining provisions shall be deemed to be full force and effect. Do you agree? Please sign and date here. Thank you. Will you do the same? Thank you. Now that we have agreed on this, I would like to lay some ground rules. First, each party will have a chance to talk, and neither party will interrupt while the other party is speaking. Secondly, I will initiate all conversation. Please speak to me instead of directly to the other party to keep tensions low. Does anyone have any weapons? Pocket knives included. Okay. We're adults and must remain polite throughout this mediation process. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, we will proceed.